Good morning and welcome to another wonderful day in Aska. And guess what? Yep, we have our winter invasion portal. It's been a few days in game since we were last in. I wanted to get a few bits done off camera and they just took a little bit longer than I expected. We've also had a couple of blood moons in that time, so I've got some bodies to clear up that are dotted round. But again, I'll do that off camera. It's fairly boring stuff. That sunlight's bright, isn't it? It's a really nice day in Aska. The other thing the eagle-eyed of you will just have noticed, we now have the water runestone, which again I was waiting for things to get built, so I went off exploring and found him. As you can see, I had a bit of a hike around the island. There's right shipwreck there, is the one I cleared. There's one there. There's also one just there. But I was about here when I got the blood moon, so literally had to run all the way across the island. But we did find another lake and a large spire on the way, so not all bad. Right, we have spotted the shipwreck in front of us. So let's make sure we've got some food in our bellies and some water. Axe and shield. Let's go and get rid of these rights. These should be fairly easy. Just one hitting these guys. One we've got stamina. Right, any more for any more. Let's nick that Jotun stone while we're here. See if I can find some more garlic. I've got a couple with me. Onions will do. Can't see a thing through these trees. Great camera angles, I'm really sorry. Ah, there's one at the base of that tree. Right. Some more onion. The onions and the garlic will give us health if we need it. Hopefully we won't, but you never know. Ideally I would have liked to have brought some garlic jam with me, but we didn't have enough vegetables at the village. As with most bosses, there are two of these to destroy. And there we go. Let's go stand over here at a safe distance while he spawns in. Come on, Haugr, let's be having you. There we go. What we want to do is try and basically play a game of hide and seek with him. We want him to see us long enough that he sets up one of his charge moves. And then, like that, he runs into the things and does himself a damage. We do not want to get caught by him. Now some of you might be asking, why don't you just stand on that rock? Because he can't reach you. his charge attack has an area of effect. So even if stood on the rock, he can still damage us up there and knock us off. So he got a couple of good hits on himself there. I don't like not knowing where he is. Get rid of him while we're waiting. These things disappeared from over us. Yeah, and see, he's healed all his health because he walked away from us. So you've got to keep him interested. And we start again. Now he stunned himself there, which if he does it again we can go and attack him. Because he won't attack, but we need him to stay stunned. Come on, do it again. So he's done about a quarter so far. There we go, keep doing that and we'll be happy. See, we actually got hit a little bit by the area effect there. So he's trying to sneak up on us round the other way. If I'd have brought me bow and arrow we could have taken some pot shots at him, but charge attack is quite dangerous. Come on, keep coming. That's him down to about half, so we're getting there. As long as we can keep him interested. Again, we got hit slightly by the area effect there. So let's get one of those garlics. Just got a bit of healing effect. Come on, Haugr. And it's getting dark. Just what we need. Don't really want to do this in the dark. If he stunned himself now, we could probably kill him. Ha! There we go. We've got a couple of good hits on him. We just don't want him to get a couple of good hits on us. Come on. There we go. Got him. So, let's harvest this lot up. It was nice to actually get him with a hit rather than him just killing himself. That's always a nice thing. And you get quite a lot of good stuff out of him. Bone fragments. Don't really need bone fragments. There's more metal scraps there. We'll have those. Right, and let's harvest these right, because again we might get some more Jotun stones. Let's say bone fragments I do not need. I've got hundreds of them. There's a Jotun stone. We'll have that. Any more? Can't remember where I killed everyone. They should glow red because they're enemies. No, I think that's it. Oh no, there's a couple over there. Clearing up the bods is always a good idea as well, though, while we're here. Right, so that is Haugr done and dusted. Just to show you where we are on the map, yeah, I had to run a long way. That's my village up there. I had to run a long way round the coast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue my run around the coast, get back to our village, and we will see you there. So, what have we been doing? Why have it taken so long? As you can see, we're 3 days left of spring. We were midwinter last time we were talking. Longhouse is now completely finished. Well, I say completely finished. The outside's completely finished. The inside desperately needs some work, which is one of the things we're going to try and do today. But more important than that at the moment, let's just have a look. Comfort is 20, and our desirability is 56. So it's good enough just now. What I need to do, if we've got the winter invasion coming, is I need to get our defences and our well, troops, for lack of a better word. I have got 2 people on the barracks now, one night, one day, but I need to get the archery range built, so I'm going to do that now. So let's have a look. It's in there, and it's the archery range, and we'll put it next to... No, that's gonna be awful. Let's flatten the area a bit first. Or raise the area a bit, I should say. We've got quite a few builders, so they should just get on this fairly quickly. There's only one turning up. Oh, here we go. There's a few of them now. So let's try that again. Make it a little bit wider. There we go. We've got a nice flat area to put the range on now then. It's because that bit's still getting built. It'll be done in a second. And there we go. So that's our archery range will get built. We've got lots of resources up here to be able to do it. And then we can get a, as you can see also we've got 39 people with one more on the way. I did have 40, but one of them got, one of our woodworkers got killed by the bear, which respawned over there. I didn't get that on film. And here he is back. So let's get him sorted out. Has he just gone back where he was? Because if I've brought him back, he might have just... Yep. He's gone back to his original jobs and original housing. Why is it saying he's in the barracks? Because I was looking at the wrong person. One of your villagers is homeless. I was right. He wasn't in the Longhouse. That's what the problem was. Because I'm not paying attention. He was in the cottage. So that's he's got his house back. And he was one of our woodsmen. When I find it. There it is. Right. So it was Vargas, wasn't it? There we go. So assign him back to his job. So that's almost built already. The other thing we need to do is upgrade our barracks, because at level 1 you can only train them up to level 25 for melee skill. We're going to want our people higher than that, and we can have more villagers on the barracks training, which is always a good thing. So that's that underway. Oops. Why did I do that? What? Just why? Right, let's get some food down our neck. The stuff being cooked. It looks like a garlic jam. You need red meat. There should be red meat. I have extended some stuff in here as well, so to put the wood storage in. There we go. We can have a fish pie. That'll keep us going. Down in the industrial area, as you can see, things have changed quite a lot. All of the trees pretty much have gone. We needed a lot of hardwood to get the buildings up and running. But as you can see, we're fairly well stocked now, and things are ticking over. We've got a couple of night workers on there, a couple of day workers. We've also upgraded our weavers, and I want to upgrade the leather worker as well. What does that need? Tell you what, let's wait for the leather worker until we've got the barracks and things up and running, because that's slightly more important. The other thing I'm going to do differently is I'm going to, rather than fortify the village, I'm going to fortify the winter portal. So I'm going to cheat slightly, and, well, it's not really cheating, but I'm going to build a fence round the portal rather than round the village, because I've not got time. It's 22 days. I haven't got time to fortify the entire village. So we can fortify the portal instead. So we want the hedge walls, and again remember, you want the arrow in and the blocks out. If I could see what I was doing, where I was going. That tree's in the way. It won't be in a minute. There we go. Right. Not actually 100% sure this will work, but it should. And it just buys us that little bit of time to get ourselves sorted out properly. Once the invasion's over, we can just delete all this anyway. Reclaim the resources. I think we can actually anchor it to the rock that spawns in with the portal, because they do come out of the portal rather than the rock next to it. Is it? These are in the way. Soon get rid of those, can't we? And it gives us resources to build what we want to build anyway. There we go. Right, so let's get some of those queued up as well. Our builders can be doing some of that while we get the archery range up and running. Keep hitting my mouse button by accident. There we go. So the archery range is now ready to be built. Well, that stage of it is anyway. Bark. Well, that's easy. Should have lots of bark over here. That's sticks. That's flax. Where's the bark storage? Normally got lots and lots of bark. There's all the thatch. Because our carpenters produce bark like there's no tomorrow. None down here either. See, there we go. I was about to say more bark that you can shake a stick at, but that's literally where the barks come from. Long sticks. Right, so we've got the archery range up and running. Let's get a couple of people working on it, shall we? I have got a few builders. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 builders. But quite a few of them are wanting to be archers. Mind you, they'll all want to be archers because the waterstone will make them want to be archers. So let's queue up some tasks. So we need to add a patrol route and get them training. So we'll start at the archery range. Train for 4 hours. And then remember, you need to save that. Flash, confirm, add patrol point, not marker. I want my archers to go round the watchtowers. And I just want them to go up to the tower, have a look, and then move on to the next one. And what we'll do is we'll add in a couple more watchtowers as well. So that sets them up in a little patrol. They'll both do it at the same time. And that's that created. And again, we want to increase the level of this. So we'll get that expanded as well. And again, that should go up fairly quickly. Quite a lot of the resources we've already got just sat waiting. But we need some more builders in, don't we? Right. So in the longhouse, while they're building that, you see our night workers getting some sleep. I wanted to do this a little bit better than I did. I just had to get people in so that I could get things done. So we've just sort of thrown it together in here. What I want to do is, if we go to build, again we want the nice sturdy beds. And we'll make a little dorm out of it. Great camera angle there, Flash. Let's try this out by putting the walls in. Those are fairly expensive, but worthwhile, I think. So that one could actually move up. Oh no, we'll just put another wall in. Like that. So they've got a little bit of space to get down and then into their bed. That'll work. And I'll give them the privacy that they like. So how many spaces is that? Turn that out of the way. So 1, 2, 3, every fourth one. So that's 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. 2, 3. No, go back to where you were. There. And again, we'll put the beds in. That's warehousing. In between. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, that's 5. So that gets rid of one cottage. Once we've got that done. And what we can do is, oops, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, we'll do the same down that side once it's a bit better. But that will give us 15 people in this house, this longhouse. I can put a couple more down the centre as well, bed-wise. And what we'll do is we'll put all over the place with my keys and my mouse today. Do apologise. Put a small hearth in at this end. To heat the house, and we'll get rid of that one. So we'll need to go out here, and I think it's in this, demolish the small fireplace. And there we go, that's that gone. So again, that's a fair bit of building that they need to be doing. But they'll soon get on with it. In the meantime, let's see, take some rope over to those walls. Is that the sun setting already? I'm wondering if the Aska app, the Aska Plus app, oh no, because those have still got a bit of the torches on. I went to try and enlarge the area of my, not that far, resource markers in the settings, which you'd normally do in Aska Plus, and I've put the resource markers on huge or big for the forestry, but it says you have to restart the game, which I've done 2 or 3 times, but it's not changed the size on those, so I'm not sure if that part of it is working at the moment. So, but I did try, just to make my life a little bit easier, not having to put as many resource markers down. Now that I've got my hunters and all leveled up, they can take on the bear, they can take on the wolves and things quite happily. So let's build ourselves some rope. Not that you build rope, craft rope. Gets our crafting level up while we're at it. $70 rope should be enough. Right, so let's so that doesn't need a log. That one does. Sticks. So that just needs logs, all handily. There's a forest here. Let's try that again without the oops. Take the sticks. Not sure if they can get through that gap or not. Well, let's see. If I can, they can. Right, so I need to put another piece in or something there. Right, so I'll let's go somewhere and get out the rain. We've got time to do this, so we can come back and I'll do that, finish that bit off camera. But you get the idea. We will make these spiked walls because the spike damage will help us as well. And what I'll do is I'll put I'll put a watchtower here, so our archers can be on the watchtower shooting at them while our warriors are defending the wall. That's my plan. We've got 22 days to see if we can make it work. So is there any food? No. Horrible and rainy yet again. Good to see our storage systems are working better. Let's get another warrior coming in as well. Hopefully a warrior. That's what we want. A monk body and an athlete. Shall we have Gertrude? With a name like Gertrude, we've got to have Gertrude. Why not? One Newton blood short. No more in there. Yeah, there's 3 more. There we go. So I did watch a chap doing a video on Aska the other day that absolutely intrigued me, and it was what the best number of villagers for the game, sort of the minimum you can get away with, and it turns out it's 48 is the ideal number of villagers, which was an interesting concept, but he did it really well. It's barely enough. I think if I was going to be minimalist like that, I'd be aiming for 50, because he kept having to move some people round. But yeah, it's an interesting idea. Trying to do things with very few people. I think I'd rather have more than less. But yeah, I think that's all of us, isn't it? We all want more, don't we? Right. So we need planks. Are there any planks down here? Yes, there are. I should really bring my my cart down. I think it's up by the hunter's hut. Because we should have plenty of logs to make more planks, and that's most of what we need. Yes, there's my cart from when I took out the bear. So we'll get the barracks done, and then I think we're going to have to call it a day once we've got the barracks done, I think. Right, so he's taking a plank up. I don't know where he's taking it, but we'll load up with planks. Because they're needed up there anyway. Don't think we need the post. Why are you throwing it on the floor? Right, we'll grab that a long stone. That's what I want. I want a long stone. Right. And we'll take that up to the barracks and we can get that built. That way our warriors that are on it at the moment, the 2 of them, I say we've got 1 night and 1 day at the moment, can start levelling beyond level 25. As can we, which is also useful. And there we go. We have our enlarged, advanced barracks. So yeah, I'm going to call it a day there. It's 20 to 1 in the morning game time. We've got quite a bit done today. We've checked out the finished Longhouse. We've started to improve that. We've got our archery range up and running with archers. We've got our barracks improved and people on it. There's a hunter running past. So yeah, we've also taken out I forgot his name already. The guy for the water rune stone by the boat. Begins with H. You'll know who I mean. I'll put it on the screen. So we've already got rid of him as well. So that's 2 out of the 5 bosses that we've done. We've also been for a bit of an explore round the island, and found the large spire, another lake. That might be a good place for an outpost to start getting resources from the spire with some warriors. So in between episodes I'm going to finish off the outline of the island and try and explore a bit more, and more importantly our winter portal, get that barricade built. So thank you for watching. If you've got this far, feel free to leave me a like. Again, if you're not subscribed, why not? It's free. Please do. We are growing quite quickly, but every comment, every like, every subscription, every little bit of it helps. Let me know I'm doing the right thing, and that you're enjoying my content. So with that, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Cheerio!